Hi friends, in today's episode of 90 Days Plan to Become a Data Analytics Engineer, the topic that I'm going to teach us about converting any decimal number. What do you mean by decimal number? Any number from 0 to 9, any number which is composed of 0 to 9, we call it as a decimal number. In previous episode, I have explained about the number system. I have explained about each and every digits in the number system and how do we convert a binary to a decimal and decimal to a binary. If you haven't watched that video, please go to the playlist and watch the digital electronics concept that are required for the Python programming. And if you are watching my video for the very first time, this is Subramani, a data scientist. I used to post lots of tech videos in English as well as in Tamil in order to help the upcoming society. So my key target is to help the people who are unemployed. In order to help those people, I've actually posted a 90 days Python plan to become a data analytics engineer. I used to post lots of job updates in this COVID as well as lots of career tips for the engineering and school students. In this particular episode, it is a continuation of the digital electronics concepts that are required for any programmer. In this Python 90 days plan to become a data analytics engineer, I have added this particular topic. Thereby, we are going to convert a decimal number into a corresponding hexadecimal and a octal value. Normally, what is meant by a decimal number? Any number whose digits are made up of 0 to 9, we call it as a decimal number. In the previous episodes, I have given a clear understanding about a binary, decimal, octal and hexadecimal. In these episodes, we are concentrating about the conversion. First thing, saying about the octal. So what do you mean by octal? Octal actually has a number value from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So these are all the numbers which octal is composed of. Then how do we represent 8, 9? Already in the previous video session I have explained that. Again here I am giving it as a hint. In octal we don't write 8 as 8, 9 as 9 because in octal all the values are composed between 0 to 7. So 8 can be written as 1, 0 because 1 is there, 0 is there. And 9 can be written as 1, 11. 10 can be written as 1, 12. 11 can be written as 1, 3. 14 can be written as 1, 4. It goes in that way. And similarly 15 we can 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 can be written as 15. 14 can be written as 16. 15 can be written as 17. 16 can be written as 1, 8. No, we don't have 8 and 9. So 19 is also not possible. We write it as 20. So in the previous episode, I have clearly explained that. Now the agenda is we need to convert this 64 base 10 a decimal value into correspondent octal value. Whenever we want to convert a number which is in a decimal format, base 10 means decimal, to a corresponding hexadecimal or octal, the logic is that decimal number we have to divide it by the corresponding base value. If you want to divide it by, if you want to find the octal, you will write it as 8. If you want to find an hexadecimal, you will write the base of hexadecimal, that is 16. So we need to apply the HCF. So for 64, how can I write it? So 64, I need to convert it into a octal value. Octal base is 8. So we know that 8 8s are 64. So we put it as 0. So we get here again 8. 8 1s are 8. 8 is divisible. So obviously I get 1 0 0. So putting together I can write it as 100. 8 8s are 64. Remainder is 0. 8 1s are 8. Remainder is 0. 1 0 0. Base of 8. So this is how actually we write it. The corresponding decimal value of 64 as octal value 108. And next thing is about 26 of 10. So I need to convert it into an octal value. So octal means we have to put the base value 8 outside and 26 is the decimal here, 26. So 8 3s are 24. 8 3s are 24. So 26 minus 24 we have a remainder of 2. I write that 2 here. This value is lesser than 8. If the value is lesser than 8, we cannot divide that value by 8. So if the value is greater than or equal to 8, we can divide that particular value with the base value. So here I have only 3 and 2. So 3, 2. That is nothing but 32 we can write. So 32 base of 8. So this is how we will write the corresponding octal value for any decimal number. We will be dividing the decimal number, we will be taking the highest common factor method, we will be applying the highest common factor method, HCF method, by keeping the outer value 8 outside and the decimal value inside. So this is the actual logic. Decimal and we will be having the corresponding base value. For octal means it will be 8. And if this corresponding value is greater or equal, again we will be dividing it by 8. If this corresponding value is lesser, if this corresponding value is lesser than 8, we will be stopping it. So this is the. Now let's see how we can do the hexadecimal conversion for 64. Again 64, it is in a base 10. We need to convert into base 16. So 16 fours are 62. Remainder is 0. This particular value 4 is lesser than 16. We will be stopping it. So we write it as 40 base of 16. And next one is 272. So for 272, 16, 17s are 272. Remainder is 0. Again 17 is greater than 16. Greater means again we will be dividing. 16 ones are 16 and make it as 0. So I get here as 100. 16 ones are 16. Remainder is 1. So 110 base of 16. So this is the equivalent value of 272. And now let's see how we do it. How we will be applying the conversion for 26. 16 ones are 16. Remainder is 10. Right? 26 minus 16 is 10. So after this 1 is lesser than 16, we cannot divide. So 110, whether you will be writing it as 110, if you write that this 110 and this 110 will be the same, right? Whether a 110 of base 16 will corresponds to 272 base 10 and 226 base 10, it cannot be, right? That is what this in the scenario you can see like 1 1 0, but in this scenario you can see like 1 10. This is complete 10. So what is the equivalent value of 10? It is A. So we can write it as A. You may confuse how I have written A. Again I am saying in hexadecimal, just listen, in hexadecimal 0 to 9 is same. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 will be representing it as A, B, C, D, E, F. Already in my previous episode I have very clearly explained it. Now I am just giving us a quick recall now. If you watch that particular videos, you will get a very clear understanding. Again from 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, how do we represent? We stopped by 9. So 16 will be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 22 is 16, 17, 24 is 18, 25 is 19. For 30, we don't write it as 20, we write it as A. So it already A, right? We will write it as 2A. 2B, 2C, 2D, 2E. So 31, 32, 33, 34. It goes in that particular way. That is why I have made this 10 as this A value. This is the hexadecimal table conversion for the equivalent decimal value. Please go and watch that particular video. That is what I have written there after erasing the octal values. Now, how do we convert back this hexadecimal and a decimal back to, hexadecimal and a octal back to a decimal form? Already from a decimal we made this conversion. Now I want this 100 base of 8 to the equivalent decimal value. Again I want 64 base of let's say 64 okay, 110 base of 16, the equivalent decimal value 10. Whenever we want to convert any number to a decimal format, we will be writing 8 into last value is 0. 0 to the power 0 plus 8. Let it be. First we have to write this number 0 multiplied with what is the position here? 0th position. So 8 power 0 plus again 0 multiplied with what is the position here? 1. Again 1. What is the position of the 1? It's in the third place. 8 power 3. So what do you get? Anything power 0 is 1. 1 into 0 is 0. 0 multiplied with anything is 0, and 8 power 3 we know 8 8s are whose position is 2, right? I have written 3 here, sorry, it's 2. So 64. So 64 base 10. So we got the correct value, right? Initially we converted 64 base 10 into a octal value. Now again the corresponding octal value I'm converting back into a decimal if it is required. Again 110 base of 16. How we convert back to the decimal form? Again 0 into 16 to the power 0. Again 1 is there. 1 into 16 to the power base 1. Again 1 into 16 to the power base 2. So 0 plus 16 into 16. Just 6 3 96 0 6 1 6 256. So 256 plus 16. So 256 plus 16 is nothing but 272 and base 10. So that is the equivalent value for 110 base 16 hexadecimal into 270 to 10. So Putting simple everything, I give you a quick recall of values. For a decimal number to convert it into hexadecimal or binary or octal, simply divide the decimal number with the base values of hexa or binary or octal. Base value of hexa is 16, base value of binary is 2, base value of octal is 8. This is the one conversion. And if you want to convert back all these to the decimal, then you will be applying the simultaneous base value. If it is a hexa, 16 power 0 multiplied with the positions plus 16 power 1 into that particular number position. If it is going to be an octal number and you want to convert the octal number to a decimal value, 8 power 0 into the particular position, 8 power 1 into the particular position. If it is a binary number, you want to convert back that to a decimal number, then 2 power 0 into the particular position of a number plus 2 power 2 into the particular position of a number. So this is the ways where we convert a number to a decimal, and this is the way where you convert a decimal into the other data formats. I hope this session would have been very much interesting and clear to you people, and if you are not watching the previous episodes, please go and watch, and please don't fail to comment and post your views in the below comment box. We'll meet you in the next episode. Please subscribe my channel and share among your friends.